everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Study Hall here on UFSU University. My name's Tam, and I'm joined by
Travis.
Dylan.
James.
Before we jump into it, Travis, have you dropped the TNT Tangemin?
I have not.
You're just not feeling it today?
I'm not feeling it today.
All right. Well, then
He's not feeling so dynamite.
not feeling very explosive.
took the words right out of my mouth. What Study Hill is for the unenrolled, we've taken a bunch of your guys' UFS topics as well as some of our own, and we sit down and we discuss them for your amusement, entertainment, and knowledge. So with that said, our last topic is incredibly opinionated. So
Super opinionated.
Super.
Woo.
the most opinionated it could possibly be. And the question
And
I
you're
have
going to hate mine.
for you guys is, what do you, in your opinion, is the best made set in UFS? Let me stop. So what I mean by this is not... It could be is the best for drafting. It could be the best for standard. It could be the best for X, Y, Z reason. There's no reason to get angry at anybody for their opinions. Nobody here is wrong on their opinions. I love to hear your guys' opinions in the comments down below. But what is the best made UFS set? Doesn't have to necessarily be your favorite. Best made set. I'm gonna start with Dylan.
Out of all the sets,
Out of every, I'm thinking Jasco, but like if you really want to
Jasco
jump
set.
back in time and be like, hey,
Yeah, because Dylan.
King of Fighters or
Well, King of Fighters is a Jasco set.
or
I started
Samurai
with King of Fighters.
Showdown?
Samurai Showdown,
Old
or
Tekken.
yeah,
Old
Yeah.
Soul Calibur.
I don't even think those are like the best. Like playable wise, I still think Bebop's the best.
Bebop,
Yep.
Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, you're giving me some. Jump
Okay,
on it.
so-
Just don't be a dick.
I'm not. In my personal opinion, I think that Seventh Cross is actually the best design set because everything works with everything else, and it gave support to older characters who can now do the stacking mechanic with their 2-dot.
Interesting.
I think Seventh Cross is a good set. I don't think it's the best all-rounded set. I understand like Bebop didn't have stacking. Technically it did if you wanted to play Spike 1 and Spike 2.
Which we all did.
Or if you wanted to play
Yeah.
Eda 9 and Mad Perot.
Yeah.
But no one ever played Mad
But
Perot.
I think them starting off with Bebop, just having their own like ways to win, and they have their own outs to every single card in the set, made like this new format like the way they can actually make Seventh Cross like playable. Like I think everything started with Bebop, so MK, Soul Calibur, Seventh Cross is able to develop the way they all have been able to be developed.
There's only 2 characters from that set that haven't actually won a PTC.
Isn't it just one now?
Did Faye win? Has Faye won a PTC?
Yeah, James did. yeah, buddy. I'm right here. I'm sitting next to you, man.
Isn't
I know I give you a
Twinkle-
lot of shit about the second place at Worlds, but I'm
Twinkle's banned.
I'm proud of
Twinkle's
you.
Okay.
I'm proud of you, and I remembered it, right?
You remember made fun of me for it.
Hey, I remember sitting across as Faye playing. You played in Lubbock, and you won with Asimov Katarina, and I remember that because I'm your friend.
Yeah.
I'm
I was
sitting right
purposely
here,
forgetting.
What's the other character that has not
Eda 9.
won a Prince Stroke?
Eda 9 has not won a.
I thought
has not won a
Jerry
PTC.
did.
With Eda 9?
Well,
He
he
was
was
playing
citing
Runica.
him.
He won with Runica.
Yeah, he was citing Eda 9.
So like another
And we
thing.
don't count the Twinkle because it's banned.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just makes it
I mean,
simple.
another thing I would say about Seventh Cross is, as of now, I don't see any characters that are just like downright bannable.
I agree.
Like in the past few sets, we've had a banned character in all of them, right?
100%.
All of them.
So like, I think that's a really good design step.
Yeah.
Like if we don't have any banned characters from this set, then that's a good thing because it means they're learning how to power balance characters better.
Like, I'm going to be honest here. The more I've played against it, the more I'm almost online to do it.
To get rid of her?
Like, I don't think your deck's the best it can be yet.
Oh, I totally agree.
And that deck is so fucking shitty to play against. It's so fucking annoying, and it's not even that good yet.
Mike, our producer, I'd love to get your help. I want to play it. Mike, our producer, just pulled up.
I think you play all.
Dejanet. What?
I think you play all.
Oh, I totally agree.
Oh,
You know I'm playing all right now, right? Okay. Mike,
Just
our
letting you
producer,
know.
pulled
Letting the
up-
people know.
the good people know. Pulled up Dejanet, and he was real mad about it, and James just agreed with his consent.
Well, again, like I said, we were playing Dejanet, and you hit me for like 7 or 8 on turn 0, built 3 foundations, and got 3 characters.
Maybe have a
On your turn 0,
I
and
don't-
I still hadn't even built a card yet.
I don't know, man. Like, seems pretty good.
Seems
okay.
nuts.
So
It's
my-
only because
my
you
answer
search
to
for
this is
deck.
actually Mortal Kombat. I felt that Sans Quan Chi, and I
Quan
think
Chi is
the
fine.
errata is totally fine. I think
Yeah.
that Quan Chi is great.
yeah.
Crunchy is fine.
And
for now.
Liu Kang having access to the tools that he did, I actually think if Fatality didn't have combo, and I think if
We didn't have Nero.
the Nero didn't exist in the format, I think Liu Kang is totally fair.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think
I agree.
I think stuffing 2 cards into my card pool, getting a mill and trying to find an attack every turn, they were all little baby attacks. Windmill
Yeah.
Punch is like really nuts, but like that's fine.
Nero
That's
and
totally fine.
Champion were what really put him over the edge.
I'm even fine with Champion.
Champion's
Honestly,
fine.
I think my issue was free momentum with Fatality and it being a combo I can pick up, and free progressive with Nero. Sometimes negative progressive with Nero.
Yeah.
It was just a little too much, I think.
Oh, like I would just take my entire deck if I didn't have those cards, and then just play Critical Split.
Yeah,
instead.
that's
Yeah.
fine.
And then that still kills you.
Yeah,
'cause
that's totally fine.
fucking
You're
nuts.
playing a 1 check, and you have to like get your momentum to like do things because Fatality isn't a combo.
Yep.
But then in the next set, they decided to print a 3 damage attack that if it deals 3 or more damage, I get momentum.
That is a combo.
Wow.
Yeah. I think besides those 2 characters and like the small tweaking they did, I think it was actually just a perfect set. I loved everything that happened inside of it. I think every character is somewhat playable. Is not somewhat playable. Is playable. Like
Yeah.
the worst character in my opinion in the set is like a type between like Ermac and Aaron Black. And I have sat down at this table recently and lost games against Aaron Black. Like I just have.
I still think Aaron Black's bad.
I don't think
he
he's-
does this weird like symbol manipulation, but does nothing with it.
Well, it's because like you have a game plan just like you did with Snake Man, but Snake Man like lived in a format where like multiple 5 existed, and so
Yeah, but like Yuri did stuff with like dealing with symbols as well, and her cards dealt with symbol
you mean Aaron Black?
manipulation.
You mean
Yuri.
Ermac?
Yuri, yeah, Ermac, sorry,
Ermac,
yeah.
N-
Does stuff with symbol manipulation, and then Yuri did stuff with symbol manipulation.
he has one
and her
card.
foundation, yeah, and his character does it too.
Well, like
He could give characters symbols with his support just to be able to discard and do other things.
the difference is
Yeah.
like Yuri versus Ermac. So Ermac's doing this cool symbol manipulation and like having the reads against your opponent's deck in order to like I want 0 foundations. You have 0 foundations. I played this. I checked a 6. I'm swinging big on you, and you don't have the resources to stop me. I play this on a.
I just like
6,
how
I checked
Yuri
a
had
6,
foundation
you don't
that
have-
did stuff.
Yeah, totally. And that's just not how that's just not how it was designed.
I have think it should have. This is my opinion.
Hey, I totally.
This was an opinionated topic, remember, Tab?
and
And none of our opinions are wrong.
You did in
matter.
fact say that.
but like I think every character in Mortal Kombat worked well with their support.
Yeah, of course.
I believe that there wasn't like a bunch of there wasn't a manifestation in the set.
Yeah.
Why is this in here? Why is this part of Killick's set?
Yeah.
He doesn't. Sure, the anti-stun's fine, but he doesn't commit anything as a cost. Why?
Yeah.
Oh my
Why would you
fuck!
commit?
That
So like that doesn't exist in Mortal Kombat. It just doesn't.
I
Like-
have an unpopular opinion for this first show. Talking about cards that don't do anything in sets.
Whatever. But like, that's why I think Mortal Kombat's the best.
Mortal
Because
Kombat's
I
really
feel
good.
Actually, every card is playable. You can find a spot in every deck, every card. I believe that. There might be like what, a dozen stinkers. Like there's some Kung Jin cards that aren't that great.
Yeah.
But like even like speaking of Kung Jin, the character nobody talks about, Jesse Cervini has topped back-to-back majors with him.
Yeah. KJ's good.
And he's good. He's super good.
Yeah. He's a generic, I'll give this attack 1,000,000 speed and maybe you can block it, maybe you can. I'll get snap
he also
momentum.
says, 2 momentum.
Yeah.
Power
up.
Yeah. He goes Super
Yeah.
Saiyan.
Yeah, right, he does. Throws coffee samba for nothing. What's your favorite set?
My favorite set is
Best design.
3 sets.
Okay, cool.
It is King of Fighters all the way through Neomax.
You think all 3 are just like
Yes.
perfect?
Yes.
Give me a reason why.
So I didn't play when the sets first came out, and I know there were a lot of issues that they were fixing, but they also had like stuff from like the earlier sets that were still legal and trying to fix all that, and they still had their Jasco thing of, hey, we'll print a Maxi, and day one, bam, got here, gone. Like they did that to Maxi, K, Chen, but like there were all these really good characters, but like outside of that, every character was built around a team,
Yeah.
which made it very easy to have like a styled archetype around all 3 characters.
Yeah.
So like you had, it's like the one me and Tyler played the most is Benimaru, Kyo, and
Goro.
Goro. And then like they all shared the fire symbol or the chaos symbol.
They share both. Yep.
Yeah.
So like if you want to build a fire deck, you can touch all 3, and they all 3 did a similar thing.
Yeah.
So like it created like a symbol archetype inside of it, as well as creating like a team archetype that just really made the deck flow with itself.
Yeah.
And like
Okay.
and like they were built in 3 sets. All 3 sets were built the same way, just giving characters so much like strength to grasp.
Yeah.
Whereas these sets right now are built more around one character, nothing else. You don't get to touch everything. This character's supposed to do this one thing, and then sometimes you can just like piece things in.
Yeah, so like you can play like as you said. So I'll use Team Fatal Fury. I want to play Andy. And I can just have my Andy character card and use nothing but Terry support.
Yeah,
Right.
and it still works because that's it's meant to function like that.
Yeah.
Like the issue, the issue I'm thinking about is just like you don't play anything in Akuma outside of just plain Jane stuff and Akuma stuff outside of Gyroman's attacks and the one foundation. That's it. You just play plain Jane, Akuma stuff, and then admissions fees, gyro attack, gyro blade.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
it.
Yeah.
You don't go out of your way
Yeah.
to try and do cool little combo stuff. It's just always plain Jane. Here's what we're doing. I want to make the table so much.
And I hate it.
Yikes.
Joe's pretty cool though.
Joe's pretty cool. Yeah, I dig King of Fighters a lot, and I
Like
it's
Yeah.
why
that's
I like,
why I think it's my the best sets.
it's why I like Soul Calibur so much, is because in the King of Fighters set, all 3 characters had, or all 3 out of the 3 characters, they had an action and an asset.
They
that
had
existed with their, and like
they
an
had like
extra
the
foundation
they
or
had like the
whatever.
King of Fighters format style, but they just didn't have like the team.
Yeah.
Team was more like a King of Fighters thing.
But
anyways,
like, so of their team, like
Yeah.
I'm thinking like say Akuma, say Athena
Chen
and Chen. Chen had an action that worked well with all of the King
Yep.
team,
Yeah.
and I want to say had the asset.
extensive wardrobe.
Oh,
No, that's Athena.
that is Athena.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that one's Athena. The other one
Is
is
Team Psycho Soldier.
Psycho Soldier,
Yeah.
which is technically his, I
All,
think.
all of theirs.
Yeah, sure, but like they had actions and assets in order to support their game plan, which
Yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely love in Soul Calibur, and it's why it's one of my favorite designs. I think it's the best design, but I wish that was just design going forward.
Yeah.
Is character, action, asset,
I agree.
So
3 attacks, 3 foundations.
the issues that ran into
Perfect.
that is with like Darkstalkers and Mega Man had similar style, and you just don't use some of those cards.
Yeah.
Like Bishamon doesn't use Tamayose the way Tamayose was intended to be played.
Mm-hmm.
Tamayose is supposed to be a combo extender.
Yeah, and it was. You just played it as a format and built 2 more cards.
Yeah, Tamayose gets used as I'm gonna build 2 Scorch Wheel to draw cards.
Well,
Yep.
like maybe the issue then is maybe understand how sets work and don't print
or
Scorch Wheel.
Saranagiri. Saranagiri says combo with an order attack and all foundation or a void attack
Void.
and then an all
All
asset.
ranged.
Yeah, so that
Is
might be
one of
it's
them,
order
yeah.
ranged order ranged void attack all asset.
Yeah.
You had to combo in through an asset to play Saranagiri to do its combo thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To do really cool things.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't
And,
even
like,
really cool.
It was sort of. It was so like if you got it, it was nuts cool. Doesn't mean it was good.
Yeah.
But like I like that sort of thing. Like you had like what is it? Hyper drive,
Hyper chain drive.
hyper chain drive. Cool,
best
cool
meme to
fucking
ever
attack
exist.
Just it was just a really cool attack, but you had like to do things for it. and like there weren't easy ways to do it, but the teams made it easier to set up to it.
Yeah.
Like to me, just the characters are now just simpler and do all the things themselves. They don't function with other things.
Yeah, well, that's just the design.
Yep.
But I appreciate your opinion.
I'm sure.
Any last minute thoughts on like their favorite set
Sure.
or the best design set? I guess that was a question. Best made set.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
with that is this episode of Study Hall here on UFS University. Like I said at the top of the show, if you like the content, please go to patreon.com/UFS University. Do all the cool Patreon stuff. If you don't have any bucks to toss, that's totally chill. Go out to YouTube and do all that fun stuff too. We got a bunch of new content trying to come down the pipeline, but we definitely need your help when it comes to suggestions and getting ideas and whatnot.
Showing us what you like and what you don't like.
Absolutely. Comments are very, very powerful, and we read all of them
We do
multiple
read all of
times.
them.
And
Even
we-
the ones that make fun of us because we don't know what feigned interest
we
is.
cry and we glee, and it is great. So
Yep.
with that, thank you very much, and stay learned. Get learned. Been learned. Goodbye, everyone.
I've been doing deck profiles a week. I just say stay learned. I'm done. That's literally it. It's just like stay learned, and that's it.